I'm not quite sure if I'm actually gonna put this on YouTube, but let's see. You know, I just feel inspired to react to this presentation of Daimler or Mercedes-Benz at the Las Vegas show. So let me reiterate, you know, regurgitate a little bit of what I heard there. Innovation is here. So, you know, I have a feeling why we're not connecting, because, you know, you're saying all the right words there. You know, it's like, it's really cool what you presented there. You know, you have that little robot, and, you know, the little robot has this huge eye that, you know, I use also because, you know, the eyes are the windows to our soul, and so, you know, you have, you know, Rob Cam or Cam Rob, you know, what's his name? You know, the little sucker that's, you know, standing there, you know, next to you. So, you know, talking about Dirk Nowitzki, and, you know, I would refer to the Klitschko brothers, you know, take you and punch you in the face, because, you know, there's like a lot of stuff that you actually address that's going on out there. And well, you know, let me see, Cambot view. You know, I noticed down, you know, he's a bit shy, you said, and so, you know, he's jealous because there's this some movie coming up, and you know, he only gets you. So, you know what? He should be happy to get you. You know, like, all right, but that's great, because, you know, you actually made fun of yourself. You know, you're like actually humorous about yourself. You know, of course, you know, I'm talking to you. You know, this guy there, right there. You know, can you see him? It'd be you. So let's see. Oh, you have that great picture there. You know, this woman. Oh, that's like, yeah. Everybody is like searching for something out there, right? You know. You think this higher power wants us to sit there and go, I mean, if it relaxes you, wonderful, do this, but it's really, you know, bullshit. So, I'm sorry, now I said it. I'm so sorry. But anyway, let's see, there's other stuff that you came up with. Autonomous driving. So, you know, that's of course a wonderful word, because, you know, there's the auto in there, you know, the auto industry is autonomous. Now we're driving autonomously, you know, let's see, I put here no human, but that really makes no sense, because, you know, it's very human to drive autonomously, I guess, you know. And then your wonderful words you use, it feasible, and glitches, you know. Do you know the Matrix? Because, you know, in the Matrix, there's, you know, you refer to a lot of movies, so, you know, I take the liberty to refer to movies too. So, you know, in the Matrix, there's like this two worlds, you know. It's one world that's out there, which we have right now, and then, you know, I go through it, and I'm like Neo, you know, the guy that's fighting that world out there. And it's really not that I'm fighting it, or like I don't think it was fighting it. It's like shaking you up already, because, you know, we're the humans. It's like we're walking through life like robots, because, you know, we gotta fit into this robotic world, you know, into this Cambot view. So, you know, I see this Cambot view. So you have the CES show, and, you know, you have your own CES classes. So, you know, wonderful. You know, you're perfect. You're doing all the right things. You know, you're committed. Wow. You know, committed is a good word. You know, committed is like why our world falls apart down there, because, you know, this is like a little view from the sidelines now, because, you know, I saw all you guys going there, and I will jump ahead now a little bit, because, you know, about 3/4 through the presentation, I saw the first woman. Wow! And she was allowed to show what your car is doing, you know, like all guys out there, all the technology and the space cars, you know, and the word human came earlier. It's amazing, you know, and it's of course you man, you know, you man out there, you know, so wonderful. All these guys, man, you man, you know, they're so you man out there. So I'm sorry, I'm very, you know, cynical here and sarcastic, so that's not really nice. But anyway, you know, here's a really great thing that not that, you know, touches my heart really, because you say we need to see what's technically feasible to make it commercially viable. I'm all for that. That's perfect. You know, that because this is of course what needs to be done. And you know, you being in business, you know, mass production makes it commercially viable. So you know, let's go with that. And so you know, there's like ethic aspects and yeah, a lot of law stuff going on. You know, and of course, you know, you looking at our world as it is right now, and not even thinking that we are human beings, you know, and change all the time, and you know, we have a system in place that is keeping us like so stuck. And where's there room to evolve and you know, to do all these, you know, of course, you know, then the system is ethic aspects, you know, and having laws and who's responsible. You know what? We human beings, we are responsible, you know, for our own actions. And if there's something going on that's not right, then you know, we need to be aware of well, whatever. I really, you know, didn't do this to criticize you. You know, there's this one great thing that I once learned in therapy, you know, from my ex-husband's he called it mentor. You know, he was a therapist really, but you know, it's a mentor, you know. And he said you need to connect all the dots. So everything that you established in life, you know, there will come a time where you connect all the dots that you set out there, that you put out there. And you know, Daimler's at that space. Me too. And of course, you know, I'm kind of like I watched this movie, you know, we bought a zoo, and you know, there's a guy getting over his wife's death, and met a really pretty lady, and he said, well, please you know that you're very pretty, and Dr. Zetsche, you're very pretty. So I will use this line, you know, please don't be offended if I'm not hitting on you, because I'm not hitting on you as a man, you know, for a romantic relationship. I am hitting on you, you know, knocking on your door, knocking wherever I need to knock, you know, to shake you up and you know that you gotta go out there and you know, you have this whole team there. And when people actually confront you and they say, you know, something wonderful about what you did, you know, in your work, then you say, yeah, but you know, I have this whole team behind me. Great. Now you're on stage, you're standing there all by yourself, and your whole team is sitting there in front of you. Where are these guys? You know, they are there to like bring you out to be like your best. So you're not there autonomously on the stage, you know, bringing all these wonderful words, feasible, glitches, Instagrams, you know, you're using that, you know, Instagrams, you know, it's like, it's great. It sounds like, you know, you have great speech writers, and you really, you know, you memorize your speech, so it's wonderful. And to be quite honest, you know, you come across so much more lighter than in the beginning of your career as a stage master. I'm sorry. Because I'm trying to show you, you know, you gotta put a little bit of like soul into your cars, and you gotta be like, you make a mistake, sit there, you know, ask a question to the audience, get them engaged and bring them in, you know, and like ask them, you know, we have this wonderful car here, this car that looks like a spaceship. And where are the kids? You know, I've seen you in pictures with kids. I've seen you in pictures with mentally challenged kids. Where are they? Where are they? You know, people, it touches their hearts when they see them. So where are you hiding them? You know, you have already the great technology behind you. Now get the people in, you know, like show them a little bit, you know. All right, you know what? Take a seat. You don't need like an American guy. Who is this guy? Probably somebody really important. So I'm sorry, I don't want to knock on that. But you know, get somebody from the outside, a customer, a client nobody knows, and you offer that person the world. Now nobody knows me. You could offer it like me, and then I make you look like the king of the hill. I really would. And then, you know, I would actually ask you some personal questions. It's like, you know, tell that story, you know, get your daughter in, Nora. Make her try all these things and then sit there and say, Dad, you know what? You do that. You do your thing. I just want to go home, eat. This is how you like, you know, bring Daimler out there and make people love you. And I know they love you already because, you know, you're a really great guy and you can do a little bit more. I really think you can. And, you know, there were these other words that great, you know. I'm sure you love luxury. Everybody loves luxury. And then, of course, how do you really feel about this luxury, knowing that a Bremer in Africa, he just called me on Skype, you know, and I know that there's these things going out there, you know, where people say, oh, you know, I'm dying and I want to give you all my money and you're gonna get like 1 million euros and you know, I want to give it all to you in the name of God. You know, it's like, not okay. Now, a Bremer is real. He sat there today in front of me on Skype and he was crying like crazy because he just didn't know how he would be able to make it through the day. And he said, you know, maybe if this keeps going, I'm going to kill myself. And you know what? He's not going to kill himself because he's suicidal or mental. He doesn't know anymore. What can he do? Now, I'm here telling him I'm going to help you. And please don't misunderstand me. I'm not here to tell you to give a Bremer whatever he needs, because then of course there's millions out there, you know, who need this. What we need is like, well, we need this change that you all talk about. And it's like, I don't want to force you, you know, to change, because, you know, you're changing and changing and changing and changing. And it's like more of the same. And, you know, more of the same really hasn't brought us all together yet, you know. So you're saying all the right things, you know, like you talk about a superhuman here and perceptions of the no, wait, how did you say that? Perpetuous state of Oktoberfest. So you know what? The people were laughing, you know. That's when you gotta step in. It's like, laugh with them, you know. It's like, and you know, this is supposed to be private, so I'm going to put it on YouTube, and as soon as you watch it, you know, let me know, because then I'm gonna erase it again, because this is really just for you and me, and I can't put it in my email and fit it all. So so I'm gonna have to put it on YouTube, and I have no more money, because, you know, this legal guardian, he wants to like shut me up or something, I don't know, and I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to learn from not being able to spend the money that I have for the things that I need, because I know exactly what I need, and, you know, who's anybody to tell me? So anyway, I hope that I gave you a little bit of, you know, insight of what we could do together. And, you know, I wrote so many things to you, so maybe you looked at it, maybe you didn't. So this is an easy way you know, to share this. So, you know, I constantly do new things, you know, to you know, you talked about bathrooms. It's like, I'm gonna write in a second, you know, another email, and I will show you, you know, how much I can do in one day. And you know, I want to do this for Daimler. I really don't want to do this for these people, but I need to try other avenues as well. So you know, I still hope that we will get together, and I hope that this may just be it, you know, for you to get back to me and tell me, you know what, let's talk. I would love that, and I hope that you would too, because I know that together, you know, Daimler is gonna fly like so much higher than it is right now. So I hope for the best.